Best Bean-to-Cup Coffee Machine under £500 in 2024. The only four you should consider today. It's no secret that the best bean-to-cup coffee machines unlock an elevated coffee experience at home. Whether you brew a fresh espresso or a tasty cappuccino, these machines ensure that your coffee straight from the bean is as freshly ground as possible. Often working at the touch of a button, a bean-to-cup machine will grind the perfect amount of coffee for a well-extracted shot and then create the ideal level of pressure to prevent too much acidity or bitterness in your final drink. Some even come with automatic milk dispensers to make fine and frothy foam without any hands-on steaming. Although they may be the most expensive options, bean-to-cups are easily some of the best coffee machines under £500 on the market for those who take their coffee really seriously. Their sleek and modern designs look at home in a variety of kitchens, and there are also some more barista-style machines that give you custom control of your brew or the ability to work on your art. If you want to recreate your coffee shop favorite, then there's no competition. In this video, you'll find the best bean-to-cup coffee machines under £500 in 2024. We've tested from the likes of Sage, Beko, De'Longhi, and more. 1. Best overall bean-to-cup coffee machines. Sage the Bambino Espresso Machine. The Sage Bambino Plus Espresso Machine is our pick as the best espresso machine for beginners because it's one of the easiest espresso machines to use. We particularly love how it's designed to grow with you as you become a more experienced home barista. Even if you are brand new to espresso, you can make a delicious latte with the Sage Bambino Plus Espresso Machine. You barely have to lift a finger except for pressing one button to get the process started. It only takes 3 seconds to heat up, thanks to the new thermojet heating system, and it comes with preset buttons for single and double shots. It even offers automatic milk frothing for a sweeter hands-free espresso brewing experience. More advanced users will appreciate the ability to exercise more control. You can adjust the shot length and operate the steam wand manually. Espresso experts will also enjoy features like programmable pre-infusion time and PID temperature control. The Bambino is a nice little espresso machine, but the £329 puts it a little too close to some very capable rivals. If you want a machine that will allow you to develop your barista skills and dabble with future upgrades, then it's well worth spending around £100 more on the Gaggia Classic. It's chunkier and somewhat less user-friendly, but it's a vastly more versatile and capable machine. And if you want something that's easier to use, then you should definitely consider spending a little more on the Bambino Plus. If, however, you're short on space and like the idea of a hassle-free manual espresso machine, then the Bambino makes a very good case for itself. It's compact, stylish, easy to use, and the sheer speed at which it brews coffee and delivers steam and hot water makes it easy to whip up coffees in fairly rapid succession. If you really can't stretch to the Bambino Plus, the Sage Bambino will be a little bundle of joy. 2. Best bean-to-cup coffee machine for lattes. De'Longhi Dinamica Plus Automatic Coffee Machine Bean-to-Cup. Those who enjoy mixing up their coffee repertoire will love the De'Longhi Dinamica Plus. This coffee machine has a smart menu with fully adjustable length, strength, and coffee types those who really care about perfect brews. With modes for cappuccino, flat white, and even latte macchiato, the De'Longhi Dinamica Plus ECAM370 is a premium coffee machine that delivers on automatic systems with hands-free brewing. The menu allows you to adjust the drinks to different sizes and aromas, and you can completely customize the coffee-to-milk ratio by making a preset just for you. The water tank sits at the front of the machine, and so does the grounds container. Both are very easy to access, and the bin dispenser sits at the top back, which makes pouring easy. You'll need to clean the milk dispenser after every use, but all this requires is switching the dial to the self-clean mode. If quality espresso is your top priority, you'll love the automatic grinding, which is sensitive for different types of beans. You can also pour grounds into a different dispenser for making decaf without emptying out the bin container. It's an expensive machine, but you'll often find it on sale, and it ticked every box in our testing. Should you buy the De'Longhi Dinamica Plus? While it is an expensive coffee machine, the De'Longhi Dinamica Plus has a brilliant design that makes it the perfect investment for coffee lovers. It has 4 profiles, which means it is brilliantly designed for families, and while it is not quite as compact as the Cuisinart Veloce bean-to-cup coffee machine, it is still a decent size to not take up the entirety of your kitchen counter. My only slight complaint is that you can only make 1 milky coffee at a time with the De'Longhi Dinamica Plus, because the milk dispenser will pour into 1 cup only. You can easily do 2 milky coffees back to back, and realistically you will make your coffees one at a time anyway, but it is a slight difference when compared to the De'Longhi Espresso. If you want a smart coffee machine to smarten up the kitchen counters, the De'Longhi Dinamica Plus is an easy 5-star option. It will do any coffee bean justice, and the milk dispenser makes perfect steamed milk. 3. Philips 2200 Series Coffee Maker Fully Auto Espresso Machine. Brewing espresso with the Philips 2200 Series Fully Auto Espresso Machine, successful, but not exceptional. I was most impressed by the temperature of the finished espresso, which is at long last well above the lukewarm soup offered by most entry-level soup automatics and even portafilter machines too. In action, the Philips Series 2200 Latte Go does a solid job of delivering on fast hands-off espresso. Whipping up a quick cuppa is fast and easy from start to finish. You power on the machine, give it a minute to execute its automatic cleaning routine, then select your caffeinated beverage of choice, lock in your water and strength settings and let things run. When you're done, the machine will wait a minute before cleaning itself. Philips Latte Go system, which is a fancy way of describing the optional accessory that comes with the Series 2200, is an admittedly nifty inclusion here. It saves you the trouble of buying a discrete milk frother or steamer, helping sell the Series 2200 as an all-in-one solution for those who care enough about their coffee to want to invest in easy access to it but don't necessarily want to go quite that far down the rabbit hole. Unfortunately, the Latte Go milk steamer is significantly louder than the rest of the machine. Churning out a quick espresso in the early hours of the morning using the Philips Series 2200 without waking up my partner was a distinct possibility. However, if I wanted that beverage to involve milk, the chances they'd sleep through the sounds emitted by the optional frothing kit here slimmed significantly. The spout on the Latte Go also feels slightly misaligned with the espresso pumps. This often resulted in a lot of accidental mess, since most glasses, cups and mugs required very specific placement to reliably receive both milk and espresso from the Series 2200 without any spillage. These hardware quirks aside, it feels weird that Philips don't allow you to just activate and steam milk using the accessory on command. The only way I could find to make it go was to brew a cappuccino. That's not to say you couldn't use this setup to make something like a latte or a flat white, but it feels like a very convoluted pathway to sipping on a latte or flat white. Still, the inclusion of automatic cleaning here does add something to the experience that I don't think you get from a machine that's more hobby grade. Likewise, and even if there's a little more long-term maintenance involved with this machine over something like the Nespresso Virtuo Next, the overall experience offered by the Philips Series 2200 Latte Go feels more frictionless than pod coffee. In some respects, it's the best of both worlds. 4. Bico Cafe Experto Bean-to-Cup Coffee Espresso Machine. If you don't want to spend a fortune or take up too much worktop space, you should buy this Bico machine. With a narrow footprint, at 24 centimeters wide, and a 19-bar pressure pump to make deep, full-bodied coffee, it's a perfect machine to opt for if your budget is smaller. You use touch controls to operate it, with icons running along the exterior of this machine. Out of the box, our tester found that the coffee was a little bit mild, but there is a handy dial to adjust the grinder. Once the grind was finer, coffee was tastier with a better creamer. Meanwhile, the froth from the steam wand was very powerful, maybe too powerful, and quick to get going. You can adjust the grind and also the length of coffee shots with this machine. If you want a longer drink, you can top it up with hot water from the wand or hold one of the brewing buttons down to make the shot longer or shorter. And its pre-brewing system wets the dose of coffee for a richer extraction, releasing oils to maximize aroma and depth.